My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually starving, so okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Trollin has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, etc., etc. You could have ate healthy, you chose not to. Do you really need to go on vacation? You buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hey everyone, Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany. I don't think that I would have done a reaction on Amber's video that she uploaded today, but I have deleted so many French-speaking comments where you could, on my channel, where you could easily tell that they had not watched the video, they just wanted to be mean. And so I'm getting a sneaking suspicion that Aline Dessine must hate Amber because if you send your trolls to the internet, to reaction channels that were trying to be fair and have them aggravated by your trolls, you can possibly think that that doesn't have an impact on how they view Amber and the whole situation, right? And so here I am. I haven't watched the latest video. Usually I skim through them and then I say, yeah, I'm gonna do a reaction or not. This time I haven't watched it, so we're gonna watch the whole thing, and that's gonna frustrate me probably because look at the duck face in the thumbnail for the Frenchies. That's nice. And so let's see what she has to say this time.
Hey guys!
Oh, so there's a greeting. The last few vlogs there wasn't a greeting or an intro, so definitely a sign she's trying to be nice.
Welcome to week 6 of my weigh-ins. So in this weigh-in video, it's gonna go like all the other ones. I'm gonna answer 5 weight-related, body-related, food-related questions that you guys have asked me either on Instagram or under my community post here on YouTube. And then I'm gonna tell you guys my weight, how much I lost or gained this week.
Okay, so she's not gonna film it, she's just gonna throw out numbers willy-nilly again, like she usually does when she doesn't want for viewers to know how much she weighs. Okay, go ahead.
And kind of like how the week went. So, you guys, since I've gone through menopause, I don't take estrogen anymore. My hair texture is the worst it's ever been.
Is this a weight loss vlog, or what is this? Or is this hair evaluation vlog, or what is going on?
And I think this is one of the big reasons why I wear my hair up in poop bun all the time. And people hate on me for it. It's because I don't know, it's just more dry now, and it has like these little tiny curls that I don't know where they came from. And
it looks like you've washed your hair several times and you did not brush your hair, and then they look wavy like that. But that's just me speaking from experience when I've had long hair down to my hips for about the first 20 years of my life.
I mean, obviously it's not like curly hair, but it's just like this weird waviness, but it's just like so dry. And
yeah, it looks like the next step would be that it's matted, and you've admitted that you've had that going on before.
And the only way that it looks good, in my opinion, is if I straighten it, but I don't like adding heat to my hair all the time. It's a whole thing. That's not what this video is about, but I don't know. I just feel really self-conscious about it, but I felt like I needed to wear my hair down.
She feels self-conscious about the texture of her hair, but not about her weight. That's interesting.
More because poop bun is making me feel self-conscious as well. So it's like...
Yeah, I think it would, because it's the worst hairdo you can have when, you know, you have a bigger face. I remember when she said that about Becky. Wow. You know, that... I haven't found the clip, guys. That's why I haven't been able to show it to you. But my heart broke for Becky when she was sitting next to Amber, and Amber was saying that people with a round face or a fat face, I can't remember, um, should not have short hair. The worst hairdo you can have is a poop bun, because that shows everything. Her fat rolls on the back of her neck, and the double chins, and everything else. So, yeah.
When do we win here? All right, let's get on to the questions. First one is, what's helping you this time? A lot of people say one.
Before she answers it, I want to venture a guess. It's the need for money. That is what is motivating her this time to talk about weight loss surgery.
Day at a time. And I disagree. I feel like it's one discomfort at a time. You guys have been hearing me say the word discomfort a lot lately.
Yes, I've heard it, and I've also seen reactions to it, and it is kind of funny how so many people out here really suffer because they have families to feed. Not me, but they have families to feed, they have kids to take to school, there are flu viruses going around, and you decide, do you stay home with your kids or do you go to work and make that money? And so many, even greater than discomforts, and people still manage to not eat themselves to 500 pounds, and look what she does. And she's talking about it as if she's really suffering in life, and that kind of struck a chord with me, because it's really sad how she thinks she suffers, nobody else does.
And I think I want to explain a little bit more what I mean by discomfort. So when I feel the urge to eat, when it's just like out of boredom or out of like emotional eating or just like the food addict in me, that is the discomfort I'm talking about. Normally, I would just cave into those cravings, I would cave into those feelings, and I would just eat because, not because I was hungry. Listen, it's not when I'm hungry. That's like the deciding factor here. Because if I'm hungry, obviously I'm gonna eat something, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna choose healthier options. Protein, fruit, veggies. Like if I'm hungry, it's not like my standard mealtime, then I will allow myself to eat one of those things. But what I mean by like discomfort is when I just want to eat. It's the food addict. I'm not actually hungry. It's more so head hunger and not like true body hunger. I'm this side.
Or emotional hunger.
Is because normally I would never have that discomfort. I would never allow myself to become uncomfortable because I would just cave and I'd be like, oh, I want hot Cheetos, sure. Oh, I want chocolate, sure. Oh, I want to order takeout, sure. But saying no is where I become uncomfortable and there's a discomfort feeling. It's just one of those at a time. And
so that's the discomfort she's facing in life, having to say no to food. That, I believe, is what other people were talking about, is a slap in the face of our viewers.
And I want to say in a day, I probably have up to 5, and they don't last long. They don't at all. It's like waves. It comes in waves, lasts about 3 minutes, and the more I say no, the easier it is becoming. And it's like a muscle, a willpower muscle, metaphorically here. It's like the more you use it, the more you use that muscle, the stronger it's going to become. And you know, I know this journey isn't going to be perfect. You guys.
Whoa. So I have to admit, after watching this for a few years, that it all sounds like, you know, in the cartoons, wah wah wah. That's what it sounds like. It's all babble. It's not meant. Look at her face. She's just out for the views again. Of course, she's taken the chance to convince her new viewers that she's a good person, but what she's not aware of is the fact that most of them, from what I can tell, can't even understand English, neither written nor spoken. And so why am I sitting here listening to this blabbermouth?
Have seen me drastically gain weight my whole journey on YouTube, and that's just like reality of a lot of people who try to lose weight. And
yeah, but not that much. I mean, you are a pretty special case in that department.
Unfortunately, mine is on YouTube, documented
and monetized and exploited. Not many people do that.
Under a spotlight, there it is. And I know that's my fault. Most people who reach my weight, they have the same past. It's constant yo-yo dieting, and all you're really doing is just like gaining weight.
I don't get the TED Talk here. Is she in touch with a whole lot of people that are her weight? I don't think so.
And I think to finally be successful, something has to click up here.
Yeah, it has to, Amber, and it still doesn't look like it clicked for you, but here you are TED Talking your way through another vlog.
And something clicked for me, and it's the fact that I beat discomfort. You guys are gonna hear this word from me a lot, and you're
I'm not gonna watch a whole lot of videos then.
probably gonna get really freaking annoyed. But I have come to terms that that is what is holding me back, and that is what has been messing me up, because every time I feel that uncomfortable feeling and I have to sit there with my feelings and I have to sit there and process, why do you really want to eat right now? Because your ass is not hungry. Normally those are the times where I would cave and I didn't want to like dive deeper into how I'm feeling and all that stuff. But now that I'm willing to do that, it has just made this journey so much easier.
You know what would also help is if you moved. If you went for a whole lot of walks, wore yourself out physically, and then that feeling of tiredness, and then the hunger, that's the best thing. Like your body is actually asking for sustenance. But I don't think you've had that feeling often in your life. Yeah.
Next question. Are you afraid that getting weight loss surgery will make your relationship with food more complicated? No, I don't, because
that would be normal though, because look at how you have to eat prior to and after the surgery. So maybe she hasn't gotten to that point yet.
right now my relationship with food isn't complicated at all. This is the healthiest mindset-wise, the healthiest I have been with food, I think, my whole life. And I can say that with my full chest. Like,
Okay, then let's lose some weight. Let's talk more to win, right?
my whole life, I have not felt so at ease around food. I am understanding nutrition more because I now see a dietitian at the weight loss clinic where I want to get weight loss surgery, and I took a dietitian course, and it's like,
She took a dietitian course. Is that what she did? Jesus Christ, Amber.
okay, so everything that I have known before, I was obviously right, but I never took those steps in my weight loss journey while accepting the discomfort. Again, we're back with that discomfort. Like, that is literally it for me. And it's like, if you understand, you understand, and if you don't, you don't. And you're probably looking at me like I have a third head. Third question, speaking of threes. Do you see any coincidence between reading comments, good and bad, and how you do with food? So when I read this question, what I am taking out of it is the person's asking, when you're reading comments and you see a bad comment, does it make you eat? And when you see a good comment, does it make you stay on track? That's kind of what I took out of it. I could be wrong, so if I am reading that question wrong, I'm sorry. I do not read comments under my videos anymore. I have only done it one time this year.
Hey, you French-speaking community, hate spammer trolls, are you hearing this? No matter what you leave under her video, and I still haven't read any comments under her videos because I don't click on her videos, are you hearing this?
And I have been very open and honest about that, and when I did it, it made me
And they think they're supporting her. That is hilarious.
feel like utter crap. I do read comments under my community posts because that is the reason why
Yeah, the Frenchies are there too. I saw them today because I did click on the community post today. And that was hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I post on there is for correspondence, but I cannot read the comments right now because it does mess with my mental.
With my mental, I hope she says with my mental state, because mental by itself or mentals is not a word. I saw that she never liked any comments today when she asked for questions for her weigh-in vlog. She never liked any, she didn't comment on any, so that's the kind of communication she has with her viewers. Let's just, you know, take a moment and realize that.
Like, absolutely. There has been more times than I can count when I would be sitting there reading the comments and they were just like mean over and over and over, making me feel just horrible about myself. And I would turn to food to numb that and to feel better. So yes, I do notice a coincidence between the two. Fourth.
Okay, that is great news because she just reconfirmed what she has said for years, that negative comments make her eat or eat unhealthy. And so now the pounds should just fly off, right?
Question: what is your favorite fruit and vegetable? Oh my gosh, I have been obsessed with fruit and vegetables lately. I don't know what it is. I've been eating broccoli daily. Broccoli, that's my favorite right now. I love broccoli. I love how I make it. Feline loves how I make it. I have been cooking majority of our meals.
Sure, Jan.
And I have just been trying to experiment a little bit more, and I've just been truly enjoying my time in the kitchen. And
Whatever.
that's very strange for me to say, but it's just because, like I said before, things aren't complicated. I know what I'm allowed to eat and I know what triggers me, so I...
Yeah, but she also said in so many videos that she hates cooking and following recipes, and she'd rather just have the meals delivered to her or sit in a restaurant and have them, you know, served to her. But all of a sudden, Chef Lynn is having fun cooking. Okay, I buy it.
I don't have those things. It's really not that complicated. I know how to have normal servings, and
all of a sudden she says it like it's normal. No, it's not. We've seen all the mukbangs and where she thought that she has to inhale large masses of food to get the views or whatever. But the original meaning of the word mukbang is eating in front of a camera or in company, and not nothing about the large amounts of foods.
it's feeling good on my body. It's showing up on the scale. So taking out the complication of like cooking and just like kind of enjoying it and just like having tons of healthy food in the home has helped me a lot.
Well, I sure hope that she's telling the truth here, which we all know whether or not she is.
But as for favorite fruit, oh my god, I'm gonna say pineapple. I'm gonna say a nice ripe pineapple. Nothing tastes better. Like it.
Okay, but pineapple also is a diuretic, and so we should see significant changes in her soon if she does eat pineapple.
Literally tastes like candy. Last question. When is the last time you binged? I have not binged. Oh my gosh.
No, because you also don't have binge eating disorder that you self-diagnosed yourself with, and the only time you said you were officially diagnosed with it was by BetterHelp. And PewDiePie, I mentioned this in a couple of videos back, PewDiePie back then made a video about BetterHelp and how they do not have professionals working for them, or they don't check their credentials. And he used Amber and Becky sitting there. He blurred them, but he used them to say that yeah, people actually think they're officially diagnosed. And she actually titled it that when she talked to us about it, officially diagnosed.
I think it's been 3 weeks, 2.
Since she overate, I strongly doubt it, because otherwise she would be dropping the pounds.
2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I have not binged. So there is a such thing as someone who binges versus someone who has binge eating disorder. Those two things can happen separately.
Oh God, is she a healthcare professional all of a sudden? I know she is not, so why is she talking like one?
And what I mean by that, and what I have recently learned, and actually what my psychologist has told me as well, is that you don't have to have binge eating disorder to binge on occasion. I'm not a psychologist.
To binge on occasion. No, it's called overeating. It's calling not having self-restraint, no self-discipline, or no motivation to even lose weight.
I'm not a doctor, so I'm just not gonna get into that.
Yeah, but you kind of just did, right?
And there were times during my appointments with my psychologist where she did present me with, it sounds to me like you just binge on occasion. And you know what? I think I used binge eating disorder as a crutch and as an excuse.
Yes, and she was never officially diagnosed. I saw a discussion about that under the community tab today.
And ultimately as denial, and I just didn't want to be like my parents. And that's really sad that I was in such denial and I didn't want to call myself an addict. And the reality is I am addicted to junk and I'm addicted to takeout.
And she's addicted to food. She's a food addict, and she has picked that, and she's a shopaholic, so she's picked different addictions. And she's been saying that she is a food addict, right? And so she hasn't learned how to cope with her emotions and thoughts in another way, but to numb them. She just said it earlier in this video. And that's what she needs to overcome first. And so I do not get why she's still going to the same clinic, just for you guys that haven't caught on yet. It's the same clinic that she was clickbaiting a couple years back or 3 years back, I can't remember. And they told her that she needs to fix her underlying causes for overeating first, her emotional trauma, and she hasn't fixed it yet. And here we are again turning in circles.
And that's just the reality. I'm so mad at past Amberlynn. Even the Amberlynn from a month ago, I'm so mad at her.
Well, now you get where we're coming from.
And I wish she wouldn't have been in such a denial for so long and
not listening to her viewers that could tell what is going on and told her, and she called them haters.
Delusional land for so long. And that is something I'm working on in private, and something I do want to share with you guys.
I wish she would do it all in private, because this is all really deep stuff that she actually would have to get into now in order to get weight loss surgery. From what I can tell, I haven't had it, but from what I can tell, and I have friends that have had it, and they told me about it, and it is not an easy thing. And so I wish she would not focus on what gets her the most views and how she does not offend viewers right now. I wish she would turn the camera off and just go through this journey consciously and without lying, manipulating, or anything else that is confusing her. Do you know what I'm saying? But no, she still needs to make that money, and so here we are.
A lot of what I do talk to you guys about, I do talk to professionals about, so don't worry, you don't have to say we'll talk to a professional about this. I do. I just really want to document my journey. And if that includes the journey up here, then I want to include that, because I want to let people know that they're not alone. Things are possible. Obviously our stories can be similar, but they're not the same. So what might work for me might not work for you, vice versa.
Yeah, and it vice versa, by the way. And it always sounds like these are TED Talks. She's given advice as if she's been through any kind of change that was permanent. It hasn't happened yet, and so she just admitted to being delusional, Lynn, and we've told her over the years and she wouldn't listen, and now she makes it sound like she's overcome the problem and she's looking back at it like, hey guys, 10 years ago I weighed 500 pounds. No, she's still sitting in front of us with that weight. Nothing significant has changed, and she's not dropping the weight as fast as she would if she did everything she's saying she is doing, right?
But I know that there is a comfort feeling in not feeling alone. And I felt alone for so long. And I'm still over here like on YouTube, like looking up weight loss journey, or like, you know, just things where I can feel like I can be connected to someone else. And obviously,
So the caretaker, the live-in caretaker she has, doesn't cut it anymore, huh?
obviously you can find that sort of comfort with people around you in real life, like I do. Like Feline is so there for me, and my mom and my aunt. Like I have family and friends and people who are there for me.
I doubt it. I strongly doubt it. She's alienated everybody by now.
But I know that like technology is a thing, and people sometimes just want to be their little introverted self and they want to sit in their bed or sit on their couch or
But not for months on end, right?
sit in their office like I do, and they just want to pop on YouTube or pop on TikTok or whatever it may be. Just go online and feel connected with someone else. And
Yeah, I would actually recommend that. I mean, I agree. But if you do nothing but that, then your weight loss journey will never happen.
listen to their story and stuff. And I know I'm inspired by others online, and I want people to be able to come on here and feel some sort of like connection. And I used to say all the time, I want to be an inspiration.
Okay, but she still hasn't done anything that would inspire anybody, except for the reverse effect I've heard of a lot of people that watch her while they're working out, or when they feel a craving for chocolate or unhealthy foods. They watch one of her videos and then they don't give in to the craving. Or Jimmy Bunker recently said that he was thinking about not going to the gym that day, and he's dropped a significant amount of weight just by sheer willpower. And so he was thinking about not going to the gym, and then he watched an Amber vlog, her sitting there the whole time, and then he got himself ready and went, just because he didn't want to end up like her.
And I still do, but more than anything, I don't want people to feel alone. I feel like I'm rambling and I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Yeah, I bet.
Really don't. I'm just like rambling.
Motor mouth.
So I know I said I was going to answer 5 questions, but there is another one. People were wondering if I went to a weight loss seminar online or if I did it in person. I did it online because I know there has been some confusion because I've been receiving Instagram messages about this. People think that my weight loss appointment was a seminar. No, it was not a seminar. It was an appointment where we got to see the surgeon talk to us. We got to have a class with like dietitian, and like the insurance people were there. It was like this whole education class, and then after the class you stayed, and that was to see the dietitian one-on-one and to ask the surgeon or the insurance people any questions. And like you saw the doctor there. Actually, they like did my blood pressure and I got my weight there. So yeah, no, it was not a seminar, because I know a lot of people were confused about that.
And it also wasn't a few hours away, it was only like 24 minutes away.
So now onto my weight. So last Sunday I was 515.0 after losing 5 pounds that week, so yay me. And today I was 508.2, so that's 6.8 pounds down in 1 week. So that's pretty much 7 pounds.
That was if that was actually the case, that would be good, but I'm not buying it because she's even faked weigh-ins in the past before.
But we can call it 6.8 because I like to be right on the dot there. So I'm down 6.8 pounds this week, and I am very, very proud of that. I know weight tends to come off a little bit quicker in the beginning because of water weight and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm just feeling really good. Like, I'm eating all my meals at home.
Can you guys see it? Can you guys see her having lost weight? I can't.
know I showed a snack plate in my last vlog. That is actually a meal. I just call it a snack plate because it feels very like snacky. So when I feel snacky, I wait for that sensation. Sorry, I have like hair stuck to my lip gloss. There it is.
Yeah, there you go, edit Lynn.
It was like making my face tickle. So if I'm feeling snacky that day, I don't like to snack throughout the day because it's a triggering thing. So I save that like sensation and that feeling for when I'm hungry and when it's time to actually eat a meal. And that is when I make my snack plate charcuterie board, and I have that as a meal because I know I showed that in some of my recent vlogs.
I wonder what her meal times are. She actually has meal times because we haven't heard of her sleeping rhythm. But I think I read somewhere that one of the videos was posted like in the middle of the night. Or no, I think it was Instagram when she was answering questions. That was in the middle of the night. And so what are the meal times when your sleeping rhythm is totally whack? I wonder.
That's an actual meal that I'm eating. It's not just like I graze over it through the day. No, it's not a snack, nothing like that. But it is snack things like nuts, fruits, you know, cheese stick, things like that. So that is why I call it a snack plate. So So I usually just have one of those a day, and then for my 2 other meals I'll just like cook something. And I do want to do a few like what I ate today videos, but I didn't want to like start this way of eating and then just like automatically do what I ate today videos. I wanted to wait until I was in a routine and I knew that this was working for me, because you guys know I've done what I ate today videos in the past where it was like day 1 of a weight loss journey and then I would like fail. I wanted to be more successful in what I was doing so I can confidently show you guys, yeah, this is what I'm eating and this is how I'm losing weight. Another thing, as you guys know, I am a little bit of a sodic, what? I was trying to say a soda addict and I said sodic. Okay. I was drinking like 4 to 5 cans like this a day, and the dietitian at the weight loss clinic said let's get you down to 2 a day. So I was doing 2 a day for a bit and now I'm doing 1 a day, so I'm very, very proud of that change.
Oh, me too, because the weight is just gonna fly off now. Look at her liking pineapple, which is a diuretic, and sipping, getting a sip of water every time she takes a sip of her sodies, and liking vegetable and fruit. Oh my gosh, girl, are you bullshitting us? Or is the weight actually flying off?
And another change, I was drinking like no water, like at all. And my goal is 64 ounces. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard for me to get that 64 ounces. So
has nothing better to do all day than to sit on her shelf, but she has problems drinking water. Her challenge is to drink more water, and she cannot do it, guys, she can't.
First, I started, like I was only doing like 30 ounces a day, and now I'm up to around like 40 to 50. So we're slowly, like, things are changing and moving and working and grooving. We're doing the thing, and I'm feeling really good, you guys. I have never felt more confident in my decision for weight loss surgery and for just like sticking to a program. I am taking away all of my control and I'm giving it to somebody else. And I trust the surgeon, I trust these dietitians, I trust this program wholeheartedly. I'm just feeling good. I know I keep saying that in like every video I'm like editing and I'm like, Amberlynn, you say that every day. You're just feeling good. Good for you. Now stop showing off. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for listening to this weigh-in video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Oh, there's the kiss again. We haven't seen that in a little bit. So there you have it, guys, her latest video. What is my take on that? She has said the same things over and over the years, and so I am not buying it. Red flags are coming up because she is saying things that she said before, like, I'm gonna drink more water, or guys, don't you worry about it, I'm drinking more water. And then turns out she didn't, and she admitted it later on. And so for somebody that has lied, clickbaited, trolled, and manipulated so much on her channel, for somebody like me, it's gonna take seeing a lot more changes than her just sitting there flapping again, cause she's done that too many times before. And that is all I can say for now, and because otherwise I would be repeating myself, and I cannot stand that. And so I'm gonna come to an end here. We're at 33 minutes, and so thank you for listening to this. Let me know what you think. I know most of you are just as annoyed as I am. It doesn't mean I don't wish her well. I hope what she says is true, but I'm not getting the feeling that it is. We know that her views were dropping before this whole French inferno. So I'm looking at her social blade, and it does appear that since that butt exhibitionist from Belgium has made the 2 videos about her, she's had an influx of subs, but the views are basically the same. But the amount there at the bottom of see where it says last 30 days, and then you move over and you see 3,600. Of course, in my case, it's always euros, but that's basically the same. So her income has gone up 800 a month. And so that might be a good thing, but her views have not significantly gone up since the French invasion or whatever. I don't even care, because what they are doing, and they're not aware of it, because apparently they do not know much about Amber, and neither did Aline Decine. And what they don't know is that Amber's been lying about us, the haters, the negative comments, being the reason why she's been gaining weight. And of course that was a lie, because at the same time she always got positive comments as well. But she's blown through a whole lot of YouTube users over the years, and she has turned a lot of them into haters, or into just basically disappointed people, you know, that wanted to see her succeed and believed her lies. It all turned out to be lies, and then they were disappointed. And the French-speaking community that was sent over by Aline Decine, probably to aggravate all of us so that we go for Amber harder. That's what it looks like, and that's what I've also read somewhere, not heard, but read somewhere, that Aline Decine must really hate Amber to send all these uneducated people over here. I mean, if you could at least have a good conversation with them, that would be fine, but they don't even speak the language. They use Google Translate, and then they have conversations with each other, and it's just a nuisance. And because it has cost me a little bit of time since the butt lady from Belgium has made those 2 videos, and I've had to delete comments on my channel, which has not happened before, I'm gonna pay the favor back, and I did this reaction video that I wouldn't have done if I hadn't been a little bit frustrated of you know, having to now monitor my comments. That is ridiculous. And so yeah, let me know what you think. I'm not buying it at all. It's a show. She wants that YouTube coin, and if we don't see weight dropping soon, I want to see that she's drop weight, but I just don't see it. She just has her hair down now, and the side stripes the horizontal stripes are never a good idea on an oversized person, but I don't know. Maybe she is losing weight. I don't know. You know, but we want to see it soon, because otherwise it was all bullshit again, and we know what the answer is to that. And so thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.